Buffalo Bills offensive coordinator Joe Brady has been on absolute fire this year, and in this video I want to discuss exactly how he's been able to do it and why he's top notch in the NFL. This article really breaks down Joe Brady and his success so far under the Buffalo Bills, having a full offseason as the offensive coordinator to put his own flair and spice on things. Under Brady, the Buffalo Bills have a 16-3 record, implementing a simpler game plan that allows Josh Allen to thrive while reducing his resilience on high-risk plays. So we need to really understand what this article is talking about, and I really think they do a great job taking a deep dive into Joe Brady. So understanding that the Buffalo Bills have relied on running the football a lot more in 2024, putting less on the plate of Josh Allen for these miraculous plays, I think that Joe Brady being 16-3 and implementing a simpler game plan that allows Josh Allen to thrive while reducing his resilience on high-risk plays. Last year in 2023, all the turnovers, the interceptions and things from this offense, whereas this year the turnover differential is night and day, the best in the NFL compared to one of the worst in the NFL last year. But the Buffalo Bills currently stand at their best start in decades at 10-2, with the offensive scoring ranks second in the NFL, which is 29.6 points per game, showcasing Joe Brady's strategic adaptability. And I think that's another thing with Joe Brady is how adaptable he ultimately is. He's willing to adjust. Everybody eats in this offense. He's really going to play the defense based on how they're playing us, and we're going to rely on the talent on our team to exploit it. By the numbers, Joe Brady, again, 16-3 to start as a Buffalo Bills offensive coordinator. Current points per game, again, 29.6. That's second best in the NFL so far in 2024. Josh Allen's passing yards per game, 224.3. It's the lowest since 2019. So this is signaling to what is going on here. Like, yes, Josh Allen has the lowest passing yards per game that he's had since 2019, but the Buffalo Bills are doing the best that they ever have in decades, really taking things off the plate of Josh Allen, not relying on Josh Allen to do so much for this team, really opening things up with the run. And we can see rushing yards per game for Josh Allen is also the lowest, 27.8. That's the lowest since 2020. So it's even signaling that we're utilizing our running backs, James Cook, Ray Davis, Ty Johnson, in this revamped offensive line under Aaron Kromer. Really relying on that and what we have developed with the continuity between Deion Dawkins and Spencer Brown, Osiris Torrance, Connor McGovern, David Edwards. Like, we have the players on this offensive line to completely ball out of control. Josh Allen has thrown interceptions are only 5. He's on pace for a career single season low. Another thing that Joe Brady has clearly improved, Josh Allen not needing to pass it as much, therefore in turn has been able to take care of the football, not put the ball in harm's way because we're relying on the run, and season high rushing yards in week 13. So 220 all-purpose yards. That's been the highest for the Buffalo Bills in a very, very long time. So what happens here with Joe Brady approach? He's limiting Josh Allen's traditional passing statistics, not necessarily relying on Josh Allen to pass it majority of the time like Brian Daboll and Ken Dorsey. I think Ken Dorsey was trying to establish the run, but he wasn't able to do it, and he just relied on passing it again. So I think Joe Brady having a constant approach here of establishing the run, going adversely is what you would think, and taking the ball out of Josh Allen's hands in passing statistics, but it has significantly reduced Josh Allen's interceptions, suggesting a more cautious yet effective offensive strategy. So yes, less risk, but we're more effective, right? Higher risk, higher rewards, but we're less effective with turnovers. So we're being efficient, And that's something Brandon Beane and Sean McDermott has always talked about being here in Buffalo, capitalizing on each and every single opportunity. Every single target you get as a wide receiver, you better come down with a catch. You better capitalize on that opportunity. It's about being efficient and effective with everything that you got. So this really raises the question about whether this balance will translate into the postseason success as teams adapt to the Bills' evolving identity. And we've spoke about it here in the past. I think we're this chameleon identity, but we have really found ourselves spreading the ball around. Everyone eats, and also being able to be a balanced run first offense, but also be able to pass it. And if we need to pass it, we can pass it and open up the run. So this offense completely complements one another. In the state of play, the Bills have changed their offensive strategy, employing under center plays more frequently. We saw that last year under Joe Brady, and we spoke about it on this channel, that Josh Allen is finding himself under center, getting the ball directly snapped into the hands from the center versus being in shotgun and catching it. So seeing Josh Allen under center really poses a threat that we are going to run it, and it does open up play action for the Buffalo Bills. Opening up play action, utilizing the run, opening up play action gives the wide receivers more time to create space, thus creating more effectiveness, a higher completion percentage. You're not threading the needle and putting the ball in harm's way. These wide receivers are giving ample time to create space, to shake, create moves, use their speed on defensive backs. So it's making more sense here. The high adaptability shown by scoring a season high in rushing yards against the San Francisco 49ers, relying on that run to ball out of control. The team adjusted successfully in real time due to the winter conditions. Too, I think, understanding ourselves here in Buffalo that we are going to be faced with these hazardous conditions a lot of the time. And it's how hard it is to pass in those situations. Yes, Josh Allen, big hands, strong arm, can throw through the wind and do all these things. But statistically, no matter who you are, passing stats are going to plummet in these conditions. So being that we have a running back in James Cook and Ray Davis and Ty Johnson that can run it in the snow, that's something, it's a total other skill that you need, is to be able to run in the snow. Much different. Maintain your footing and your style of running to be effective in the snow says a lot. So what is next for the Bills and Joe Brady in this offense? The Bills will likely to continue to build on this adaptable offensive strategy, aiming to maintain their momentum as they advance through this season. Future matchups may challenge their ability to consistently switch between offensive styles effectively. So mixing between run and pass, but I really think every team, every defense that we go against, they're either going to be good at stopping the pass, they're either going to be good at stopping the run. I mean, sometimes they're going to be maybe equally as good, but are they going to be the best in the NFL? Even like the Chiefs, the teams that we're going against, there are areas of weakness that we could exploit with this team because we have the player personnel between Keon Coleman, Amari Cooper, Matt Collins, Curtis Samuel, Khalil Shakir, Dalton Kincaid, Dawson Knox, even James Cook catching the ball in the backfield. Like, we have so many weapons here to keep defenses honest, and we have the matchups to exploit these opposing teams. So bottom line, Joe Brady's adaptive offensive play calling is not just for rejuvenating the Bills' performance, it may redefine their trajectory toward a deep playoff run. And again, in the playoffs, hopefully we're going to be playing at home, but usually cruddy weather situations in other stadiums, we're going to have the ability to establish a run, especially if we do have to play away, to take that crowd out of it, keep Patrick Mahomes or whoever it is and Lamar Jackson on the sidelines, establish that run, keep our defense fresh so, we can keep up with these teams. But Joe Brady's ability to adjust strategies on the fly at halftime, we've been making adjustments. We've been doing such great things. It's going to be critical in this league to be successful, increasing demands, being versatile, and being innovative throughout the year in this late playoff run. But I truly appreciate you guys all so much. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit like, subscribe. for future videos. Also, check the links down below in the description. You guys can get free shipping on the Buffalo Fan Shop Etsy store. There's over 50 reviews. They are all 5-star. It is the Buffalo Chicken Wing merch. Sizes small all the way up to 5XL. It is a great holiday Christmas time gift. Just check out the links down below. But I appreciate you guys. Hit like, subscribe, and go Bills.